Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Oilers After Dark. My name is Matt. The Florida Panthers are in town to take on the Edmonton Oilers. Panthers are 17-10-2. The Oilers are 13-13-1. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last home game of 2023. Oilers embark on a 6-game road trip to end the year. 3 games on the East Coast, followed by the holiday break, and 3 games on the West Coast. They're going coast to coast with a break in between. We won't see the boys at home until January. So enjoy this last home game. Hopefully the Oilers leave it all out and get a good win here. Calvin Pickard is in net for the Oilers. Hey, Nathan. Hey, Farm Girl, how are you? Hey, BW, how are you as well? I don't want to hear any more about Kucherov and how great he fucking thinks he is. You're a POS. I have no sympathy for a guy that dives every time he gets touched. As they say, you can find sympathy between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. Thought they had the Oiler game on CBC. Apparently not. They'd much rather watch the Flames pregame. But that's why I'm listening to the Florida Panther pregame. And Connor McDavid is being talked about. This season he's got 11 goals and 28 assists. Again, no Aaron Ekblad for the Florida Panthers. He has an injury. But that doesn't mean Florida sucks at D. They still have Gustav Forsling. I'm not going to give any prediction tonight. Gustav Forsling is on their D. That's what you say. Good call there, Nathan. Good on you. And they still have Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Don't forget they have Ekman-Larsson in Florida now too. Their defense is stacked. Oh, I agree. Hockey Night in Canada is a joke. Just be thankful you can watch every game live on TV. Because back when I was a kid, you had one night and one night only. That was Saturday night. You got 2 games a week on TV when I was a kid. I'm just saying, I remember very vividly as a kid, if you wanted to watch any hockey game, you had to watch them on Saturday night. You got your 5 o'clock game. It was always the Toronto Maple Leafs at 5 o'clock, and then they split it up because there was 4 teams out west, so the 8 o'clock game was split every week between Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, and Winnipeg. You got one of those games a week. You got to see your favorite team once a week. at 8 o'clock. That's why I like it. That's why I like the world now, kind of, sort of. It's not better. I wouldn't say the world is better than it was back then. But I just like the fact I can watch hockey 24/7 at the tip of my fingertips and not have to wait for one night a week. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get how they're making him look so good when Pittsburgh played last night. Like, get off your high horse, guys. The Penguins played last night. But let's all talk about how great Toronto is.
Third period in Vancouver on Thursday. Carter Ryan Singh and Louis DeBrusque will have the call.
Oh man, can I mute my TV? We get Carter Ryan Singh and Louis DeBrusque.
Fancy, hello to all people of Turtle Island. As Chief, I welcome you here to Treaty 6 territory. This land has been traditional reason for homeland for the Métis people of Alberta, the Inuit and ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Nakota Sioux people since time immemorial. The recognition of our history on this land is an act of reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you, Kinenaskum Tnawa.
And now fans viewing at home from coast to coast to coast on Hockey Night in Canada. And those here in Rogers Place, we ask you to please stand if you're able, remove your hats, and join the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, in the performance of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well sung, well sung, well sung.
Winners of 8 of their past 9 games, the Oilers look to start a new win streak tonight, taking on another Eastern Conference opponent in the Panthers, who made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final.
Let's
Edmonton hosting
go
Florida
puck
here
hunting.
on Hockey Night in Canada. Let's
gets you to tonight's starting goalies, a veteran of now 665 NHL games. 35-year-old Sergei Bobrovsky is between the pipes tonight. This is his 23rd start of the season for Florida. And at the other end, 31-year-old Calvin Pickard gets the nod tonight. Just his third start of the season with Edmonton. He last played on December 10th, making 25 saves in a 4-1 victory over New Jersey. Connor McDavid starting this one off on an 11-game point streak, 27 points during that span. And he'll be up against Matthew Tkachuk to start this one off here, as we are set to go between the Panthers and the Oilers. Great to have you all with us tonight. Scott Oak, Louis DeBrusque, and myself, Harner Einsing, our crew with you for this one. And we've got a whistle right away here at the Florida blue line.
Yeah, big test after a loss to the Tampa Bay Lightning, in which they saw a lead evaporate late in the game, and the Tampa Bay Lightning 9 goals scored in the 2/3 periods of the two meetings between the two teams. So want to get back on the right track, Edmonton, against the Florida team that hasn't scored a goal in a couple of games. You know they'll be desperate. Should be a good one.
Second and final meeting of the season between these two, as they met back on November 20th in a physical battle. The Panthers
Let's go,
were
boys.
able to score the victory on 5-3 final score in that one. Zach Hyman has been on a tear of late. Here's a chance in tight, recovered by the Panthers, and up and on his way.
Unfortunately, I don't have the update yet, so
Not able to get it very far.
when they get it, puck is deep in the LA's Oilers zone right now.
Bennett and Verhaeghe. Nikolai's moved up here.
Bad giveaway there by Hyman. Save made by Pickard. Fucking Christ, you guys!
Oilers ain't cleared out of the zone.
Hey, Oil, how's it going?
That was close to the top of the circles, that one-timer.
Remember, Nikolai had 2 goals against
Fuck's
Edmonton in
sakes.
the November 20th matchup. His first multi-goal game of his career.
Just sloppy fucking hockey already.
Out to Bennett off his stick. Ceci. And the Oilers trying to get that puck out of their own end. And now it takes a bounce. So here comes Warren Fogle. Fogle stops at the line after entering the zone. Nurse is in! And
There's shot save, rebound in the corner.
Puck comes over near Janmark. He tries to get it back. Josh Mahura got in the way of that, and the Panthers get the puck out. Racing to it is Cody Ceci. He connects with Fogle. Fogle from the red line takes a look, dishes, Nurse is in, but he is offside.
Offside.
As the Oilers are called
Can't
again
do
at the
that.
Panthers blue line.
Didn't take long to have a couple chances against. Great backtrack here by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. This will be important against the Florida Panthers.
We're giving up the blue line way too easy again.
Eventually find the high slot. Mikla down below the tops of the circles. And a good save by Calvin Pickard, getting his third start as an Oiler. Darnell Nurse walks right down Main Street. Hesitation. Tests the blocker of Bobrovsky.
Face off one by Florida.
Both chances early
They got a good centers out there in Florida.
All 5 goals for Darnell Nurse this season have been on the opening goal.
Come on. McLeod, you've got to be stronger.
And skips over the boards into the Oilers bench.
And you kind of feel that's how it's going to be in this game tonight for both sides. You're going to have a lot of backtracking. You're going to have both teams.
Need to be stronger. You just got to be stronger on your skates if you're an Oiler today. Florida is a very heavy team.
He said after the last couple of games, but he's not worried about it. He feels it'll come.
Face off deep in the Florida zone. Shots are 2-1. 2 minutes into the first period.
Especially in that 8-game win streak they just had broken against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Thursday night. But that's that follow-up shift. The defenseman getting up with a rush. They're going to have some looks already too early.
Montour and Nick Cousins collectively getting that puck out. Here's Ryan McLeod finding Evander Kane. Pressure still has control. Now it's Desharnais.
Yes, hopefully BW's family is okay and everything is better today than it was the other day. Always T's and P's for any sad situations. My family's always good. We, oh, for frick's sakes, what are we doing? Oh, there's a giveaway, because why else? Yeah, there's a hit by Kane. Unfortunately, Kane didn't stick with the body. Like, honestly, what are we doing as this line? Like, McLeod, Brown, and Kane, you guys have to figure life out.
Unable to get the puck out. Here's Mikla playing it. And now some room for Brett Kulak. As he lifted it up, and now it comes to center ice. Oilers trying to complete a change here as Evan Bouchard has it. Over to Matthias.
Until I see something more from Brown and Kane, like I've been hearing rumors that Kane is hurt. He's dealing with an injury. Oh well, it's hockey. You're always going to be dealing with injuries.
And it's passed to Verhaeghe. Carter Verhaeghe, cross ice feed. Pulled on the way, Pickard out to play it, off the wall, and out of the zone. And this puck is heading all the way down. It had slowed down enough for the Oilers to
16-19 left to go in the first period. Shots 2-1. Edmonton scores till nothing. Tkachuk has the puck, goes around the boards. Hopkins waiting for it. Hopkins has it up the far side. Draw for McDavid. McDavid! Shot save, rebound, save by Bobrovsky! What a save by Bobrovsky! No, it's not happening again, and that's way offside. Cannot happen again. We cannot get goalie 2 nights in a row. Come on.
It's picked off by Cousins as a result. A high slot.
Oh.
On the miss, there's a big hit on Cousins. He just finishes the check. Evander Kane, boom. Doesn't even
I agree, Will. These freaking giveaways are brutal.
There's that second glove
Every
save
fucking
on Ryan
game.
Nugent-Hopkins. The quick shot by McDavid, juicy rebound, and stays with the
I do have a few quotes for you guys during the first commercial break from Paul Coffey.
4 of its past 6 starts. The puck escapes the zone. Bouchard sent it right back in, and this time it will be
Icing Edmonton.
Desjardins Financial Group. All heart for community hockey and the people who make it happen.
Shots are 4-1 Edmonton. 15:44 left to go in the first period.
Alexander Barkov.
Throw them out. Throw them both out.
Both captains going head-to-head here in the face-off circle in the Oilers zone. After that icing, shots are 4-1 in favor of Edmonton as the Panthers have control off the face-off. Here's a shot from Barkov, fought off by Pickard, and then he had to make another save. Puck was mid-air. As Ford keeps that in. Evan Rodriguez looking for Barkov and bounce off his stick. The Oilers
Another icing going up against Edmonton. Like,
the icing once again with the save. 5-man unit out there for Edmonton.
That's a good chance from the slot. Calvin Pickard with a nice save here. As you'll see face-off win, the one touch to the high slot and just a one-timer. Gets through, and that's a set play again. Barkov just kind of flared out to that high slot, was waiting for that pass, and a good shot, good save.
Calvin Pickard 2-3 in his career against the Florida Panthers. Stenlund out there for the draw. He was 5 for 7 against Vancouver on Thursday night in Florida. Here's Mikkola. Sent in deep. Hit Cousins out there. Stenlund grabs that puck along the wall. Finds Montour, a wrister, and Pickard steers that aside. Mikkola's pass was blocked by McDavid. Oilers kept in their own end, and they've been out there for a bit because of the 2 consecutive icings, and able to switch it up a little bit here as Nugent
Hyman can't reach it, so we're playing middle ground now.
to the bench. Panthers back into the zone. Lusterine had fallen to the ice, and now he shoots, and Pickard was hugging the post in the right place at the right time. We've got whistles and some pushing and shoving.
Cousins, you're going to get your mouth kicked in,
Really
kid.
relentless forecheck here by the Panthers. They've been great here early in this game, just turning over pucks. Evans going to have to do a little bit better out of their zone.
Skinner's getting hate, justified, unjustified. Personally, I'm not on the hate train. Some soft ones, yes, but
Lusterine just kind of rips that at the net from a sharp angle. And
you got to give credit where credit is due. Vasilevsky made 50 fucking saves. The Oilers shot 57 shots at Vasilevsky, and he made 50 freaking saves. Or whatever it was, however many shots they had. He made 50.
And they score off the stick of Verhaeghe. The Panthers
Fucking
have
stupid.
finally scored.
let them fucking do what they want to do in our zone.
So they just stay with this one.
Fuck
And there's a real
sakes.
presence around the net. And you'll see right out the face-off here, everybody kind of flies the zone. But if you watch Bennett and you watch Verhaeghe, they kind of hang back. It's a 2-on-1 down low with Darnell Nurse. And then eventually get possession back. Beautiful little pass right through to Verhaeghe, who beats his man back to that spot.
I'm pissed off that we can't have Kane and we can't have Brown on the second line because they're fucking useless.
You mentioned not being able to score.
Instead, we have Fogle with Draisaitl.
126 minutes and 34 seconds. You know
We have
what?
Fogle, Janmark, and Draisaitl on the second line
Dishes back, Commander Kane looks. It's a block.
because two players that should be top 6 players are garbage right now.
Florida Panthers controlling in their own end as Forsling tries to get the puck out. Kept in at the line by Desharnais, tipped away.
13:57 left in the first period. 1-0 Florida because why not?
Over the boards. Carter Verhaeghe with his 14th of the season.
It's not going to matter what fucking goalie you bring in or what fucking goalie you have in net for this team right now. Until two guys on this team figure out how to fucking play again, you can't defend it anymore. You can't defend Kane and Brown not being good. You just can't. There's no excuses anymore. So the quote, and this is a quote from Ball Coffee to his defense. I told our defense from day one, the only thing I expect is plays. If you can't make them, we will get somebody else who can. It's plain and simple. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make them better. Plain fact, guys, if you can't make plays and you don't want to play, we'll find somebody that can. And I think that shouldn't just be for the defense. I think that should be for the whole forward group as well. If you can't make simple bonehead fucking plays getting it out of the zone, it's a little dump off the wall, stop the puck at the side wall, put it up the middle, get it out of the zone. Oilers can't do it. That third line can't do it. Now with Fogle and Janmark, they didn't do it there. What happened? Back of the net. You have to. You have to at this point. I don't give a fuck. The kid is making too much money to be a top 6. Where is he right now? He's on the third line.
Low play here off the cycle. Goes back to the blue line. Good chip back down below. But it's the speed of Bennett. Little pick by Kachuk. And Verhaeghe stays high until it's time to get to that spot. He beats his man back and puts that by Calvin Pickard for a 1-0 lead. And for the Panthers,
You can't. You have to lump them all together now. This team as a whole needs to be lumped in.
And bash in that first goal.
I'm tired of just one guy being singled out. No, this whole team needs to be better.
Season, he's behind Sam Reinhart, who's had a marvelous start. He's up to 17 goals. Here's Evan Bouchard now with it.
Whether you like it or not, Kane hasn't produced and been good the last 5 games.
Him, his pass, and here comes Ryan Nugent-Hopkins shooting, and stopping that puck was Bobrovsky.
Got a little help from Montour on the rebound too, because it popped right.
I just don't know why we wouldn't start Skinner tonight. Unless you intend on playing him every game on a road trip.
That was stopped as McDavid now settles it down. He's looking to wind it up here, starting.
13:15 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Florida. Shots are 5-5. Again, one shot in the first 5 shot. 1 goal in the first 5 shots.
As well as Montour.
Hey, Adam, how's it going?
Tipped into the zone by Rodriguez. Reverses that puck. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had to be careful there. Kachuk steals. There's Matthew Kachuk. All the way over to Mavura. He sends it back in deep. Carter Verhaeghe. This line is out there again for Paul Maurice. Kachuk centering pass. Nurse got his stick in the way. The Panthers still have it. Nurse pokes that puck away. And Nugent-Hopkins unable to get the puck out of the zone. Here's Sam Bennett now. Bennett keeping, and that puck was fluttering towards the net as Nurse got a hold of it and he hoists it out. Oilers looking to steal there. Hamlin unable to get a full of it. Sam Bennett right back on the attack. Bennett shoots.
Jesus
Pickard not
Christ.
just enough. Kachuk takes a look
Yeah, I honestly think Campbell's being called up for the road trip. This was Picard's thanks for your service game. Go out and win it. Unfortunately, not looking good so far. It's early though. 12 minutes left to go in the first period. 6-5 shots for Florida. 1-0's the score for the Florida Panthers.
Has had a great start here with the Panthers. Leon Draisaitl to Sam Gagner off the side of the net.
Florida gets shut out in Seattle, gets shut out in Vancouver, comes here, fucking gangbusters.
No. Rek Kulak grabbing a hold of that puck.
Makes no fucking sense.
Shots are 6 apiece for both teams here. Early 1-0 lead for the Florida Panthers as Fogle making some moves in the neutral zone, and he delivers the puck. Nikola ahead over to Cousins. He got it out. Bouchard trying to send it back in. Matthias Janmark pokes the puck past the blue line. Nikola takes the puck. Stenley lays it up. Cousins picked it at the line by Draisaitl. And Martin Tour checks it out to see who's around.
What else are you going to do, Renegade? What else are you going to do? You can't keep playing Skinner day after day after day after day. The kid needs a fucking break. Like, I'm sorry, this is one time where you do need Campbell. Good, bad, or indifferent. You need freaking Campbell.
There's Evander King finds Ryan McLeod. A wrister.
Either you need Campbell or you need to make a trade for a goalie yesterday.
Here's Josh Mahura inserted into the...
In other news, Antiranta was put on waivers by Carolina. He's a good, solid goalie. Oh, wait, Oilers don't have cap space for him.
For the Panthers, and glad they miss a few games here with a lower body injury.
I just don't understand the hate on Campbell. Like,
Missed the last 13, and Maurice said, listen, he's looked great in practice. We thought about maybe even sending him down to get a little skating in and some game action, but said he looked ready. They threw him in. He looks no worse for wear after missing a lot of time. Hasn't played since mid-November.
oil change for the Oilers. 10 minutes left to go in the first period. 1-0 Florida.
Games the Panthers had on their way and into the Stanley Cup final. Zach Hyman's in. It's off a pad of Bobrovsky as McDavid was lurking near the net.
Then put Brown on the fourth line. Or sit him. I don't know. I have no answer for Brown right now. Let him wait till playoffs, I guess.
Got it over to Barkov, and now the Panthers start their way up the ice. It's knocked off of Barkov's stick, but sent in by Ekman Larson. Rodriguez.
I'm telling you guys, Campbell's coming up next week.
Dancing through. His pass to Nurse. Nugent Hopkins waits. Nugent Hopkins has Mikola all over him. Good battle there. And now the puck comes over to Reinhardt.
Power play Edmonton. Let's score on this power play, please.
Good effort off the forecheck here by Edmonton, and they draw this call in the zone. There's the little pry against the body by Barkov. Edmonton on the power play as we come back.
Picard's getting his chance right now. This is his show me game. Like, against a team that hasn't done anything the last 3 games. Show me. Like I said, I'm going to be very opinionated, and there's going to be a lot of opinions I have that you guys are not going to like, but it's time to have these conversations. We're getting to be January here. Team still isn't in the playoff spot. Yeah, they're close. They're going to be there, but because you're seeing now that Picard's not ready to play at the NHL level either. So what do? Do you play Picard and just take that as a big loss as a game? Or do you put faith in Campbell, the guy that you've put money into, and you say, hey, come up here, steal a game for us. Steal 2 for us. I'm just saying, guys, you guys are all blinded. It's all good. It's all good. Guys, have your opinions. I'm letting you guys know right now. It's not that... It's... BW, it's not that we're saying he's the fucking answer, because clearly he's not the answer. but he is better than Picard, and he will hold up in the Jersey Ranger games better than Picard.
McDavid's closing fast. There was a point at which
We've also got another back-to-back on the West Coast to end the year, which Campbell would be better suited for than Picard. Whether you guys like it or not, Campbell is the goalie that has to figure his shit out, and he has played well enough to figure his shit out for the NHL.
On the man advantage, fourth best power play in the NHL.
I don't hate on him. I'm just saying he's not ready.
Makes his way up the ice. Over to Hyman. Back towards Draisaitl.
I'm just saying, whether you have Campbell or Picard, I'd pick Campbell over Picard.
Battle in the corner. And now it's Draisaitl.
But it's apples to oranges and bananas to nuts, I guess. So.
Hands it off to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Down low, Zach Hyman. Making moves. Here's Bouchard looking. The wrister that's blocked by Stenley. Comes over to Nugent-Hopkins. Now McDavid. Dishes back. A reversal. Bouchard.
Power play for Edmonton. 8:27 left to go in the first period. 1:12 left to go on the power play.
Draisaitl has it again. Back to Bouchard. From the blue line over to Nugent-Hopkins.
Hopkins has it at the far wall to Bouchard in the middle of the ice. Bouchard.
All the way through. It bounced away. It came out front to Hyman. And now McDavid. Evan Bouchard, who takes a look, delivers to McDavid. He's driving to the net, trying to force it in. Bobrovsky standing his
And
ground.
Bobrovsky standing on his head.
So yeah, puck's been hard.
Dude, you might as well just call those all losses then. If you're going to play Skinner in both back-to-back games, that is...
Bouchard, as McDavid comes down, he tries to throw it right underneath.
That's asinine. That's just asking to lose one of two, or both.
Looking for anything left over. A couple block shots. Stenley with a big one on Bouchard, who's really been ripping that puck this year for Edmonton.
I agree this is the last chance for Picard. But what's his record?
To Sam Gagnon. Back to Vander Kane.
Holy fuck, guys.
Feed it. Comes over to Ekholm. Shoots. A left hand stop from Bobrovsky. And now here is Sam Reinhart with
Power play over. 0 for 1 are the Oilers.
territory.
I'm not giving up on Skinner. Holy fuck, kid. If you're going to start saying I'm giving up on people because I'm giving you the fucking truth, fuck me, man. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say, like, don't fucking say I'm giving up on people because I'm giving you facts. If you put Skinner in back-to-back games, it's not setting him up for success.
Bobrovsky denies, and he hangs on.
Yeah, another real sound save. Evander Kane has that look. And
Jesus, man.
He's got three Panthers kind of around and in his lane. But he gets that shot through. The most important thing, you look up here and you can kind of see there's 1, 2, a third moving into the mix, but he still gets it through on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah,
and then
kid.
Bobrovsky makes the saves and able to hold on to it. Good rebound control. Here's the one by Ekholm off the
Like,
face-off
fuck me,
early in
man.
this
Seriously,
offense.
like, if you're just going to take every word I say and predict to put it into the narrative you want to fit, I don't need it.
Panthers have had the 4th best penalty kill since November 20th in the NHL at a 90.2% clip. Kachuk now taking the draw here, just 5 seconds left on the Barkov minor.
That's fine. Call me an old man. I'm okay with it.
Not only wins the faceoff,
I don't get offended by people saying old man. Why do you get offended by somebody calling you a kid? It's just a fucking word. And then the fact that you put LOL behind it, like you're laughing out loud, like it's not even a funny joke, dude. Like, fuck.
Now McDavid waiting for that puck behind him there. Comes over to Verhaeghe, who's able to get it out. McDavid takes it, looking to return.
6.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
And Verhaeghe
I'm not. Again, you're laughing at your own stupid fucking joke, guy.
They couldn't connect
Like,
though as Bouchard finds it
say
over.
a sentence without putting LOL behind
Force
it.
the puck, and here's a
Bad line change by the Oilers.
Kachuk.
Good save by Picard.
Stop by Pickard. That was mano a mano.
I'm not ornery. I'm just giving you guys facts and insight onto what's going to happen in the next week on the road trip.
Play by Evander Kane.
Whether we like it or not, Campbell is going to be an Oiler.
Make the play out to the slot, and he just
You can't play Skinner in both Rangers and Jersey game back-to-back, as well as the game on Tuesday against the Islanders.
Here comes Connor Brown. Nice wheels here.
Come on, Connor Brown.
Looking for his first in an Oilers uniform. He's been knocking on the door. Hit a post, had one taken away as well in recent days. Cody Ceci protecting. Offering takes it.
Big hit there by McLeod. About time. Good to see it.
Fourth line out there, Will Lockwood inserted
Kane.
into the lineup.
Brown just
As Lundell and
step behind, man. Step behind.
And we've got a souvenir here for a fan at Rogers Place.
Good pace here after that power play and penalty kill by the Florida Panthers. Spin one, second spin by McDavid, and then tries to go high up on Bobrovsky as it goes right through. Kachuk with the blast. Look how far out Pickard is to cut down that angle and make the...
Flash wins. You can't bet on this, but visit Sports Interaction to bet on everything else.
Gently used, barely sanitized. Catch the used sporting goods store comedy one more time. New series January 9th on CBC Gem. Center ice.
I agree with you, Renegade. He's good defensively, but that's not why we brought him in here. We have defense to play defense.
Vogel sending that puck deep into the Florida zone.
We need him to step up in an offensive way.
2 games, Paul Maurice said he wasn't concerned about the Panthers' lack of offense. He said that the game was rather unusual against Vancouver, and there's a shot for Clark. Pickard had to be careful. No traffic though there. Now the puck comes over to Matthias Janmark, and he exits the zone. Trying to get the puck deep towards the balls, and the referee's hand is up as
Power play for Florida.
who would have had an opportunity there had the whistle not gone.
It's going to be a tripping call here to Janmark, it looks like, on that forecheck entry into the zone. Here's Calvin Pickard comes in. He's got to make a play around the wall. We've seen this a few times. Singer, the Florida Panthers are really doing a great job of taking away the walls on the forecheck, and they picked off some pucks. There's the penalty to Janmark. Fogel's in the battle for the puck. He takes down his man, and tripping will be the call. First power play for the Panthers.
I agree, Adam.
They've had some trouble.
That's
with
the worst
man
part
advantage.
about it is
0 for 3 on
this
Thursday
is the team we
against
got until after
Vancouver.
Christmas.
20th overall are the Panthers on the power play. Off the draw here.
For better or worse.
They were able to clear.
2 minutes for tripping. 15 minutes, 11 seconds.
Here's Brandon Montour.
Oilers have to avoid going on the 2-3 game, 4-game losing streaks. That's fact is day. They got to get back to playing their style of hockey. And
Just kept in by Montour. And now the puck is up and out of play.
good thing the PK is so good.
At the start of the year after shoulder surgery at the end of last season. What a playoffs he had too, just incredible. this whole Florida Panther team.
I agree with you there,
Taking down
Renegade.
the Bruins in the first round,
Nobody in net.
which was a monumental effort in itself, and then continued
After
right
Skinner,
to the
you're right,
final,
but
and lost to the Vegas Golden
it's what we
Knights.
have, it's what we have.
Huge part of that. Still trying to find his
Holland's
way here.
trying,
Such an
but
excellent skate. That was good pressure right there by Derek Ryan. As that
Nobody
quick
wants
ball
the Campbell contract right now.
Montour had to try and settle it down first.
And the teams that want his contract want the Oilers to throw in a sweetener, and he's not doing it.
And as you mentioned, Louis, just
For better or worse, Holland is holding off and holding off.
coming off that injury.
Hopefully for better.
Off the face-off. Verhaeghe looks, shoots. It was blocked. McLeod to Connor Brown. And he tries to shovel it out, and he's successful in doing so. Montour control it to Sam Reinhart. He drops it off, and Barkov hands it off to Verhaeghe. Barkov once again. His pass was blocked by Nurse. Here's Kachuk moving up to the puck. He gets it to the point. Montour blocked by McLeod. Puck midair. Found by McLeod, but not out.
McLeod doesn't clear it.
Kachuk gets it back. The blast! Pickard may have gotten a piece. And
Wow.
that puck was steered up and out of
You
play by
need
the
to
Oilers
clear that
goaltender.
puck, though.
Right away, as soon as he spun and shot this puck, he looked up. He was like, "Oh no, Montour."
56 seconds left to go in the power play. 3:45 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Florida.
Areas that's really gotten a lot better for Edmonton. They're getting in the shooting lanes. They're blocking shots. This is a big one here. Is for Verhaeghe. Little fake, and then attempts to get that shot through with some traffic. Here's a little look off again. As Montour, a little give and go on the blast after Kachuk puts it right back to him.
Everybody needs Matt for Oilers After Dark. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, push the bell notification. It lets you know every time we do go live and when we upload videos, whether it be a funny little video or a serious I'm gonna tear my eyes out video. Yeah. You push that bell notification, it lets you know when we do it. Get upstairs. And hopefully the Oilers can kill this with 27 seconds left to go in the power play.
Ekman Larson has it. A wrister through.
Just as I say that, Edmund Larson with a nice little wrister gets through, saved by Picard.
Evan Rodriguez pushes that puck over. Moves the
Yep.
rebound. All the way back. There's a shot. Pickard, the save. Rebound picked up by Cousins. Tried to get it back out front. 9 seconds here.
Well, they killed the penalty. That's good news.
Janmark is back on the ice.
Both teams are over on the power play. That's something to talk about.
Ekman Larson to Mikkola. Nico Mikkola playing in his 200th NHL game tonight. Spent time with the Rangers and Blues last season.
Picard gives the puck away. Oh my goodness.
Just away. Caught a bit of Bouchard there as he was standing near Pickard. Mikkola from the point to Forsling. He feeds it ahead. Kachuk was waiting for it. Got to it. Matthew Kachuk controlling along the wall.
It's true, Renegade. If he makes a trade, it's why did you pull the trigger? He doesn't make the trade, it's why didn't you pull the trigger?
Right back in the zone.
And again, a bad line change again.
The wrist shot handled by Pickard. And the rebound.
Big saves there by Picard. He's bailing out the Oilers defense right now. 2 bad line changes in a matter of 5 minutes. Coffee's going to have some words to say with these guys.
Controlling. Now waiting patiently as he is
Huge save there by Picard.
Here's Ryan
Keeps the score 1-0.
A chip and chase.
The problem is right now there's so many teams that have goalies available but are on a playoff bubble. So until they fall out of the playoffs, CC falls on his own 2 feet. When I say these names, I'm saying it's not me dreaming. It's realistic names that are on the board. But because their teams are still playoff potential, GMs aren't going to make that trade.
Verhaeghe, you can see Cousins is right on the doorstep trying to screen as well. That's a giveaway again in the defensive zone. The pressure of the Panthers has really turned over the puck in this first period for them and resulted in some good play.
Why are you laughing when I said Coffey's going to have some words with the boys?
He's done a good job to handle pucks. Hasn't left a lot over, and that one again with Gagne right on the doorstep. Could have been dangerous.
I don't care at this point if he was involved or not. And this is where I stand on that situation. if you were involved, have the woman put her name to it. Say who it was. 2-0.
And just like that, now in the late
interference though.
And Calvin Pickard was pointing to the middle of the ice here. I'm not sure what happened in the slot area, but he's looking up at this and he motioned the official, made a gesture to in front of him. But Montour again comes right down. This is again off an entry into the zone. The Panthers have owned the walls here on the forecheck. They've done a tremendous job using the back of the net. That's how they got the first goal as well. This line was the culprit. It was for Hagee on a nice play by Bennett. Bennett puts it around, and this is maybe what he's talking about, is that he can't move with Tkachuk also in the blue paint with...
No, he won't get political, but I will. And you guys may not like my answer with this. If this woman was serious about the allegations, put your fucking name to it. Because now you're just dragging more than 8 people through the mud. You're dragging that entire team that played then through the mud. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Until you say who it was, we're never going to know, and we're just going to assume that all 25 guys on the team are guilty until proven innocent. And yes, that includes Makar, who was on that team.
pounce on him, get it back. Ekman Larson, a wrister into traffic. Pickard, a wonderful stop, but the Panthers score once again. Captain Barkov now, as the Panthers score 2 in 31 seconds.
Yeah, hungry for goals, and again on the entry, they're just really owning loose puck battles, 50-50, they're coming up with it.
What are we doing, guys? Oh, Ekholm and Draisaitl will get tied up.
So it doesn't have to be a hard one. You can see
No, this is on the D, absolutely. 1,000% this is on the defense.
two players standing right in front of Pickard, a third in Sam Reinhart as he comes from the side, redirected by Forsling, the defenseman.
Bake, don't come in here and do that, man. Like, I respect you and I'm not going to attack you, but don't come in here and do that.
Just chops at that puck as well, but
0 goals in San Jose, 0 goals in Vancouver. Throw a 3 spot up in the first period against the Oilers. I'm not afraid of the Kings. The Kings have nothing after Talbot. They're an old team that's going to shut down after the halfway mark. Facts are facts. Oilers just got to get to the fucking playoffs. At this point, they're not going to get there, but...
That's going to do it here for the first 20 minutes. Shots on net 13-12 in favor of the Panthers here against the Oilers, but it's...
Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Enjoy your first intermission. Blame Coffee for how bad the defense is? Are you daft, kid? Dude, like... Anyways, enjoy your intermission, kids. That's all I got for you, man. Stupidity train is running rapid right now. First period town scoreboard. Brought to you by some people. Maple Leafs put a whooping on the Pittsburgh Penguins, beating them 7-0. Jeebus. Who saw that coming? Well, Penguins did play last night. The Arizona Coyotes up 1-0 in start of the third period on the Buffalo Sabres. After 1-0 Tampa Calgary. After 1, Kings 1, Kraken 1. Blues beat the Stars in overtime 4-3. Yay for us. Wild beat the Canucks 2-1 in a shootout. Rangers beat the Bruins 2-1 in an OT. Devils doubled up on the Blue Jackets 6-3. The Canadiens beat the Islanders 5-3. The Flyers blanked the Red Wings 1-0. And the Winnipeg Jets put a beat down on the Avalanche 6-2. Predators also beat the Washington Capitals 3-1. Lucky us. Teams ahead of us need to win, well, lose, and we need to win. Unfortunately, tonight, it's not one of those nights. No, I keep telling you, BW. Talbot isn't good. Talbot rode a hot streak. He was riding a hot streak. It's what Talbot does. He plays 5-6 games of amazing fucking goaltending, followed by 5-6 games of, holy shit, you're an NHL goalie. I'm a big Talbot fan. I appreciate what he did in Minnesota. I appreciate what he did here in Edmonton. But he's a streaky goalie. Pasta might get a suspension. That suspension will be... What about that Leaf game? Well, Pittsburgh played the night before, but hey, full credits to Maple Leaf without Matthews. Does this mean the Leafs may be better without Matthews? I'm just saying. They put up a 7 spot tonight. That'd be great. That would be great. That's awesome, Pasta. No, I won't bash Leaf fans. My wife is a Leaf fan. She can't be perfect, I guess. But no, when they win good. But we know they're a regular season team. I'm looking for the Leafs to be a playoff team. Do they have the roster this year, Pasta, to get it past the first round and win a game in round 2? I hope for all of Canada the Leafs are good this year. Because we need 2 teams in the Cup final. We need a team out west and a team out east in the final. No, I know why the Leafs are so good. It's not a secret. They score more than everybody else, and they have really good defensive structure. Oregon music all day, every day. Oregon music all day, every day, man. I don't do the DJ music. I can't stand it. I'm an old school kind of guy, though. I don't like electric music. I don't like the EDM music. I don't like trap music. I'm an old school guy. Ooh. Madrock putting down the gauntlet. Leafs won't see second round this season. Hey, that's the dream, that's the hope, Pasta. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. We will see you then. No, Mad Rock, we do know we need a goalie, but who's out there? Here, I will give you 5 names that I honestly think could come to Edmonton before the end of the season, trade deadline. Only problem with 2 of them are the Canadian teams are on their no movement clauses. Yes, Reimer has a no movement clause, and all 7 Canadian teams are on it. My first pick for poll number 1 would be Carter Hart. He's 25. He makes $3.97. He's an RFA after this year. He's not doing too shabby, and depending on how well Philadelphia keeps doing, and that's the problem that in lies with Ken Holland. Philadelphia was all for it when they weren't in the playoffs. Now they've kind of held back because they're in a playoff position. Can't trade your number 1 goalie when you're in a playoff spot. That's why that move may be made in March. My second guy is Lindgren. He's 29, so he's a little older. He's only making 1.1. He's a UFA in 2025. So he's unrestricted in 2025, so that's 2 years. So we get him for this year and next. And he's in Washington. So that's why I'm looking at the Washington goalies more than anything else right now, is because I honestly full-heartedly believe Washington's not in a state to make playoffs. So if you want to go after a cheap goalie that could help your goaltending situation, and this year's save percentage is 9.910. This year is his career save percentage, sorry. My other person I'm looking at is Merzlikins. He's also 29, but he's making a lot more than anybody else. He's a UFA in 2027. If you can flip him for Campbell and also bring in Peaky and switch with somebody else like a Broberg, make the switch happen, 2 for 2. The fourth guy that I see as being possible if he waives his no movement clause to Canada is James Reimer. 35, making 1.5, not too shabby, not too bad. He's a UFA next year. So again, just like Hart, he may or may not be here next year. But with Reimer, he has a 911 save percentage in his career. Again, 35, plays in San Jose, shit-ass team, but he has a 7-team no-trade clause, and all 7 of those teams are Canadian teams. Facts are facts. Don't let facts get in the way of your feelings. It sucks. I know. Also, Darcy Kemper, 33-year-old goalie. He's making 5.25 this year. Also is a UFA in 2027, so we'll have him for this year, next year, year after, and then he'll be a UFA. He has a 915 career save percentage. He also has a 15-team no-trade clause, including all 7 Canadian teams. Why do goalies and players have 7-team no-trade clauses, and all 7 teams are Canadian teams? Ponder that question for a second. Why is that, people? Why is it that everybody has no movement clauses, and all the clauses include all 7 Canadian teams? Can't be because the fans are the most passionate teams in the world. Can't because of the media. No, it can't be the media. Could it be because of the pressure of playing in Canadian teams? You win, you're okay, everybody loves you. You lose, you're the next guy to be leaving town, you're booed. You get spit roasted, for lack of better terminology. You get threats. I don't know. That's awesome, Bake, that you're going to be at that game. I'm jealous of that. Why do you keep saying Paul Coffey could do no wrong? Like, this isn't on Paul... Like, dude, BW, you're just talking out your ass to talk out your ass. Yeah, I just went through all the old messages. Like, why are you putting this on Paul Coffey? That's just daft and stupid. This is on the defense on the ice. You can tell a fucking horse to go to the water. You could lead the horse to the fucking watering hole. But you can't make him drink. Like, for you to even say Paul Coffey and say it's He could do no wrong. Like, dude, please, head inserted out of your butthole. Please. Oy. Again, Maddox, what can Holland do? What honestly can he do? He can't make a trade for anybody good because the Oilers have no cap space. Yeah, it didn't start World War III. I just don't get why you'd blame him. Why not blame Nurse and Bouchard? Why not blame CC and Ekholm? Why not blame Draisaitl, Fogle, Brown, Kane, McDavid? Why not start blaming players? Why can't we blame every single one of them? All of them collectively have done nothing this game. All of them collectively. This game, this period, first period, that's on the players. They'll figure it out. This game is far from over. The Oilers can score 3 and 3. Brad Treliving does not know. You're saying that Brad Treliving put this team together, Madrock. No, he didn't. Brad Treliving put this team together? No. Kyle Dumbass put this team together. Paid 50% of his salary, team salary, to 4 guys. Yeah, that's winning success. Dude, the Maple Leafs will always be a regular season juggernaut. It's just the way they are. That's the way they'll always be. They will always be a regular season juggernaut, but suck in the playoffs because, hey, they're not built for playoffs. This team is built for regular season. Go ahead, have all the regular season titles you want. But come playoff time, this team folds like a cheap suit. It's all good, man. It doesn't matter what Arizona does. The Oilers have to win. Like I said, it doesn't matter what the teams around us do. We need them to lose, yes. But the Oilers need to win, too. I agree, Renegade. I agree. I really wish the team would do away with no movement clauses. It's hurting the league tremendously. But it's in the collective bargaining agreement. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. 100% for reason. There's always a reason for Woody being blamed. He didn't change his system from 3-1-1. It wasn't working. Whether we like it or not, it was Woody's system and it failed. Team didn't know how to play it. Team was not adapting to it. It sucks, but again, Renegade, I looked at that too. He has a 7-team no trade clause, no movement clause. All 7 teams are Canadian teams. It just sucks when all the people available don't want to come to Canada. Because of 2 reasons. The media, the taxes.
Battle with cancer, the foundation's making a difference in the lives of children battling cancer. Louis.
Lindgren is good, absolutely.
Good on Connor McDavid for participating in that. The Edmonton Oilers find themselves down 3-0 after that first period. The first one for Hagee, lost coverage again. Good cycle down low. This is where Florida had a lot of success in the first period. The second one by Montour, his first this season. Similar, if you look at the third, 3 Florida Panthers around the net. Eventually it's chopped home for a 3-0 deficit for Edmonton heading into the second.
How's it going, man?
I guess the only good thing being down 3-0 in the first is you have 40 minutes to make it up, and now Edmonton has to go to work and try and chip away at this 3-goal lead.
Second period here.
Second period is underway. Okay, you're missing the point. He wanted to stay in Canada, but he couldn't. Why? Why couldn't he? Was he asking for too much money? You have to ask yourself, why didn't he stay? Why didn't he take less to stay? That's just my thought. You want to stay so bad in the city? Take less.
Now it's Zach Hyman tried to split the D.
Second period is underway. Oilers have the puck in the Florida zone, and then they don't.
There's a pass from Forsling over to Kachuk, who sends it in deep.
3-0 Florida. Shots are 15-12 for Florida.
Close on
Both
Zach
teams are
Hyman.
0 for 1.
Himself trying to drive that on the backhand side, just a stick into the corner again.
But he went from wanting to stay in Edmonton to now we're on his no trades list.
Last season, the most productive offensively for Forsling. Tallied
2 and 2 don't make 4. That's offside.
Yeah, he's really blossomed into a player, and they speak so highly of how he's been able to grab the reins with the absence of Aaron Ekblad, who's been injured a couple times the last couple of years. Montour to start the year.
What's up, Edmund?
You know, you have all these players that are out, but he's
No, I
just
get it. I
really
get that he was
elevated his
traded,
game.
but if he
shows
wants to
his
come
speed,
back, take
ability,
less
and
money.
Just good hockey sense. One hand on the stick, waits for the right moment.
It sucks for us that we traded him. It sucks for us that Peter Chiarelli was an asshole. He was by far head and shoulders the worst GM in Oilers history.
Here's Connor Brown.
Come on, Brown, get on the horse.
Arizona centering pass that goes.
Come on, Kulak.
Kulak putting it on target.
Oh, what a tip by Brown. Let's go. This line needs something. Come on, feeling the buzz. Let's get some energy going. Positive vibes. Positive vibes.
Way up top, shot blocked.
Shot blocked.
Comes out. Vincent Desharnais, his parents are in attendance here this week
And that's icing.
to watch their boy. There's only a one-letter difference between Cop and two series. While
Yeah, Campbell got pulled tonight. He's allowed to have those games, guys. AHL or not.
shots for the Edmonton Oilers as well.
Yeah, he eats pucks. Great on the penalty kill, and it's contagious. You know, you see guys
Oilers
going
win the
up there,
face-off,
man, twice, it just makes it a lot more
and
difficult.
no, Brown takes the wrong angle to the puck in. Puck held in.
Picked up on it, need to be hard to play against in their zone. They weren't great in the first period, but need to buckle down and be a little better now for the rest of this game.
And he can't even chip it up the boards
The
properly.
Panthers, though, you have to tip your hat to
When
them.
you are struggling at life, you are struggling at life.
The net to their advantage, and they were moving. And as a result of that movement, you heard Kevin Dixon talk about it, lost coverage. You start to move around, go from high to low, cycle from behind the net, and things start to open up. When you lose a man for that split second, it's in the back of the net. That happened on a couple goals. The Verhaeghe goal and the Montour goal to go up 2-0. Both of them very similar in that regard. Beating a man back to the net, finding the pass, and putting it away.
Puck sent all the way down as
That's not icing, you.
for it. He's in disbelief that the linesman called it icing. He thought he was up ahead of everyone.
He was ahead.
All the way back. It's difficult when it goes down the left side, goes around the net like this, and you know he thinks he's won that race. But if you look over towards the puck, like he's certainly into the zone first. But Mahura, good job by him to keep his feet moving and get that icing. Close.
Off the draw.
Draisaitl wins the face-off.
Flipping it out to
But
center.
just as quickly and easily just gives the puck away.
Reversal passes all the way back towards Bobrovsky. Good shot. Finding Bennett. He's piloting through, crossing the blue line, handing it off. Pickard handles that one. Shot off the Verhaeghe's stick as Montour sends it in front. What a tip by Kachuk, but it went wide. Kachuk, who's had a little trouble finding the net this season more than previous years. Draisaitl and Fogle extending passes. CC fires and now that
CC, big save by Bobrovsky.
Blocker high, and he didn't miss by much.
What do you mean pulled again tonight? It was the first time he's been pulled.
Kachuk grabs it.
Good God.
Sends it to Mikula.
It's all good, Matterhawk.
Couldn't get it very far as CC tried to move it in. All of a sudden, Kachuk has it. He's in the zone. All alone, though, sending it out front, and Pickard was far out of his net to play that puck with Ryan Lomberg lurking, and now it's Sam Gagner. Gagner from the red line. Head over to Derek Ryan. Josh Mahura. Laying that puck ahead. It's kept in by Matthias Ekholm. His wrister hits his own teammate Gagner. To the point, Bouchard takes a look, keeps it on his stick, fires, and is blocked in front by traffic, and the puck comes out. Evan Bouchard on a 13-game point streak of his own. Fourth longest point streak from a defenseman in the past 25 years.
Gagne for Derek Ryan. Derek Ryan, blind passes.
Now the Panthers making their way out of their own end, but David trying to stop that puck. At the red line, Lockwood out there too. And sent in by Steven Lawrence. Bouchard.
I'm curious to see that too. Who do you want? Who do you want to play in net for the Oilers that could be feasibly traded with 0 calories salary cap? Or who are we trading away to make room? 15:48 left to go in the second period. Still 3-0 Florida.
In front of the Oilers bench as Echo. And Reinhardt were looking for it. Forced it by Barkov. Rodriguez follows up. Moves it to the corner. Ekholm is there. Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins. Here's a dish towards McDavid. He catches up with
Here comes McDavid.
McDavid with Hyman along. McDavid still has it. Now he delivers to Ceci. Nurse has moved up, and Darnell Nurse tried to play that puck to the point. A bit of miscommunication as Rodriguez takes off and finds Barkov. Barkov keeping the puck in a sneaky shot right on net.
Big save by Petard.
The task was Pickard. And now Darnell Nurse gradually moving up. Nurse gains the red line, dumps it in. Bobrovsky stops it behind his net. Plays it to Montour. He slides it up. Stenlin now moving in. Bruce Turinen as Nick Cousins backhander comes all the way over to Mikov. Panthers now. Offensive zone time here. Bruce Turinen gave it away, and Evander Kane connects with Connor Brown. Brown flipping the puck to the net, and Bobrovsky finds it, and he covers up.
Real quick pace in this second period. A couple good chances. Here's that tip you were talking about. Matthew Tkachuk works on it every day and just deflects that one a little bit wide, not a real hard shot.
Yes.
And then Cody
Mad Rock. I do believe the Oilers making playoffs with Skinner in net. They're too good of a team not to.
Smart move by him to get
If you don't like that answer, then that's your problem, not mine. Yeah, I agree. I think the Oilers do need a tilt. I think they need Kane, Nurse, Janmark, Kulak, CC, Brown, McLeod, somebody in the bottom 6, somebody in the bottom 4 defense. Start fucking chucking knuckles. This team's too fucking soft.
Defensively this season, despite the lack of production in the offensive category.
Yeah, and he talked about the team winning the President's Trophy a couple of years ago, and you play that run-and-gun, high-octane offense, and it's hard sometimes to reel the guys in and say, hey, listen, we need to play a little bit differently. We need to buckle down defensively, wait for our chances the right way. But he did say this morning to you...
No matter what trade the Oilers make, fans are getting mad because we're going to lose a player we don't want to lose.
They have to do it that way.
There's a rebound opportunity for Kulak and shutting
Bobrovsky standing tall. What we don't need right now is Bobrovsky being superhuman. Russian goalies have our number this week.
And similar to the Florida Panthers, start to have some movement. Defenseman coming right down into the zone. Kane in front.
Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky.
That has a real good look.
Do we play any more Russians coming up? Oh, we do too. Sorokin.
Doesn't have to be hard when you have someone stand in front of the goaltender.
Shishkirkin. Good God. Nothing but Russian goalies coming up in this skate.
Right back up, the puck bouncing. It comes over to Kulikov. He skates out of the zone with it. Here's Tkachuk. Just missed the pass. Back on the Oilers. Evander Kane. Into the zone. Drops it off. Connor Brown. His shot
Just can't fucking shoot and hit the net.
Blade of Kulikov.
Connor Brown looking for a goal. It ain't happening, kid. You're not going to the gritty areas enough. It seems like Russian goalies have the Oilers' number.
Download the free CBC News app today. Face off in the Florida zone. Draisaitl removed against Stenlin, who is the top face-off man percentage-wise for the Panthers. 54.4% prior to the start of tonight's game. Echo moving that puck ahead. It's sent in by the Panthers. Pickard plays it over to Bouchard. Fogel, speed. Ekholm takes a look. Ekholm
I agree.
D to D to Bouchard.
Kudrmelka would be a great goalie.
Dreisaitl's coming in with
Don't think
speed.
Arizona's going to trade him unless they're comfortable with
Moving around with it. Ekholm takes it.
what's his
Cross-side
nuts?
speed, no looker, nobody
Ingram.
And now Nick Cousins moves in. Nick Cousins
I would love that trade.
He surveys the situation.
Campbell for Vedmonka.
Bouchard, Draisaitl grabs the puck. Ekholm now looks, passes, finds Janmark. Puts on the brakes. He was stopped in his track. All of a sudden he cuts to the middle, and Bouchard, that pass.
Fucking
Had
Christ.
to be careful. The puck came out of his zone. Here's Janmark now back in, dropping it off. Draisaitl shooting. It was blocked, and the Panthers come out of their own end, but the Oilers control. CC to Nurse. Nurse moves in, chasing after it himself is Darnell Nurse. Knocked away from the puck. Battle here from Zach Hyman. Scored two straight as McDavid now pushes the puck back. Nurse to CC. Nurse, a wrister under traffic.
The Oilers need a goal here.
CC.
12 and a half minutes left to go in the second period. 3-0 Florida.
What a spin move to get past. Forsling, he puts it on that right hand stop from Bobrovsky. That's the answer. He's lost his stick though. Zach Hyman trying to take advantage. CC back to Hyman. The Oilers with some pressure here is McDavid. He has it. Shooting! And Bobrovsky may have gotten a piece.
Excellent shift by the
It doesn't
top
matter what the
line.
Oilers are at right now. Let's talk what they're at in 82. They're a playoff team at game 82, my friend.
McDavid, he throws it in there. Great save for Broski to kick it away.
Rant on waivers, but again, his contract is too high. The Oilers can't take him. Until the Oilers trade away these bum defensemen that we have, we're stuck with what we have. It's facts be facts, guys. We're paying too much money to dead weight on this team. We are paying way too much money to boat anchors. McLeod right now is a boat anchor. Brown right now, boat anchor. Kulak, boat anchor. Oilers will go far with the team they have. Fogel, yeah, I was missing one. Fogel, severe boat anchor. If we can get rid of Fogel, Kulak, and get a defenseman and a goalie in return, who says we can't make that Merzlikins trade? Get Peak and Merzlikins for Campbell, Kulak, and Fogel?
Point player last season. The key to the Panthers offense got started with 37 points.
They have a great GM coming. This is Holland's last year's GM. Let him retire.
Same number of shots through 29, but look at the difference in the shooting percentage.
No, I agree with you. McLeod's not going anywhere. He signed that contract not to go anywhere. He took his bag and ran with it. He's like, I'm taking my money. I'm fleecing the Oilers right now for my production. You need CC to play with Nurse. That's why I say he's an untradeable as well. Because you need CC to play with Nurse.
Here's an opportunity for the Oilers.
Yes! Hyman! 3-1! Fuck, finally.
And he has the Oilers back in it.
You can feel this starting to come around.
About goddamn time.
Starting to spend a little more time in the zone and settling into the game, chip away. This is off a transitional play. Nice job to gain the zone. What a move by McDavid right down the spin around with a chop one-touch pass by Nugent Hopkins. Back home to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins doesn't even have it on his stick for a second. And the backhand move into the middle beats Bobrovsky by Hyman. And it's a 2-goal game. And You talk about that long shift to the top line in the zone before the commercial timeout. That's a shift you can build on. They come right
I agree, Renegade. I agree. I agree, Renegade. I've been saying this guy's name since the off season. If you guys don't know, go look up Peaky from Columbus. Stud defenseman. So underrated. Hey Alex, welcome my friend. Everybody, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button on the video. Let us know you really like it. We enjoy you guys being here. Ooh, Derek Ryan hit high. Get in there, Hamlin. Get in there, County. There we go. Fourth line. Let's go. 11-11 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Florida. What a silly shot to take. Trying to trade Campbell, but it's a big contract to trade.
Moving up, Stenlin, shot blocked. It's Derek Ryan getting in the way of that one. Nikola fires it back into the Oilers zone. Here's Stenlin as he pulls the trigger.
Jesus.
If it was there, the Oilers come out of their own zone, forced out by Brown and off the body of Stenlin and into the Panthers bench.
Jackpot City. Casino games perfectly made for you.
Good step up here by Dmitry Kulikov, as you mentioned, Singer, with a nice hit on.
Yeah, little work, Leaf. Little work there, Leaf Erickson. Little work. But hey, nothing comes easy or free to the Oilers. This team likes to work for everything.
Fast, hard game, and Edmonton starting to dig in a little bit more in this second period.
Here's Lockwood sending it deep. Lomberg after it. They stopping that pass. Now Lomberg trying to move to the net. Lawrence got his stick on that.
What was Holland thinking? Holland was thinking maybe this guy can be what he was in Toronto and LA. A solid backup for Skinner. Or solid number one. Unfortunately, Edmonton media is way different than Toronto media. And our defense is not as good as Toronto defense. I will give the Maple Leafs credit for that. They have a good defensive structure and defensive core. Morgan Riley, Giordano, who else is back there helping them? They've had good defensive cores for a long time. Fogle. Oh, here's a 2-on-1. Big defensive play there by Bouchard, followed up by a big save by Picard. Oh, and Draisaitl can't hold on to a puck because it's too hot to handle. 9:03 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Florida. Shots are 21-21.
A wonderful week in the life of the Singh family, with Hunter Ryan honored in Ottawa, receiving a meritorious...
That's awesome, Alex. That's awesome. That's awesome, kid. That's awesome.
Has blazed a trail in hockey broadcasting, realizing the dream he had as a kid in Brooks, Alberta. Our congratulations.
This is Picard's intermission right here. This is Picard's period. If we want or think Picard's going to stay in Edmonton till the new year, he needs to go scoreless in this period. Oilers got to come out of this period tied, down 2, or down 1. Yeah. That whole draft year for defense was amazing. Unfortunately, the Oilers didn't draft a defenseman that year. Calgary's up 3-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Everybody else can score on Vasilevsky except for us. Yeah, I still would have chosen a defenseman over Yamamoto. But
6 p.m. Central on Sports.
it is what it is.
Thank you, Scott. Here
What year was that? Refresh my memory. I'm old. I don't remember. I'm just an old man, remember? I don't remember dates.
Draisaitl feed all the way across, and Bobrovsky out to
Oh, CC with another big save. What save?
on that play.
Had a couple good looks for Cody Ceci, looking for his first goal in a long time.
Yeah, got to get CC off the
That
schneid.
was a beautiful pass by Draisaitl.
That's not offside, Dodo Brain.
Seeing that activation once again, we talked about it early in the game. Defensemen jumping up, finding that rush. When you have teams that check so tightly, it's usually that second, third wave coming into the zone that sneaks in. You can see everybody's kind of puck watching. Nobody picks up Cody Ceci, and he has a real good chance. 105 games now since his last goal. So it's been a long, long time. That's my kind of territory right there for gold droughts. Unfortunately, I know what that feels like.
2017. Okay.
A couple great chances, and again, just activating up the ice. I know Paul Coffey has talked a lot about that with the defenseman. If you've got an opportunity, nobody's looking, get up there, be an option, and Leon Draisaitl finds them.
Yes, Paul Coffey.
Who did we have in net in 2017? Because Jake Ottinger to Dallas at 26, that would have been a huge pickup.
Finding McDavid, who enters the zone. McDavid. Getting to Zach Hyman. Markov. Getting in between those passes. 3 for Zach Hyman. The lone goal scorer for the Oilers so far tonight as Ekman activates. Ekman flipping that puck. It's Hyman now. Taking a look around. Still has the puck on his stick. Hands it off. Across now for Ekholm. The pass to McDavid, spinning away from Mikkola. The pass in front. Somehow it stays out. Puck still loose. Bobrovsky on the ground as Bouchard breaks his stick. Bobrovsky without his stick. And Edmonton somehow unable to capitalize. They keep the puck in momentarily now. Rodriguez skates towards the Oilers zone and into the zone with it now.
Jesus, Oilers can't buy a goal right now. 7:36 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Edmonton. Sorry, 3-1 Florida. High hopes on that.
Close there. And here's Mahura. Josh Mahura now. Passing off to Stenlin. Squeezing his way through. Kulak. Behind his net, protecting the puck stolen by Lusterinen.
Yeah, we had Talbot. Damn, Shirelli. Shirley really fucked us. Ekholm! Saved by Bobrovsky. Fucking Bobrovsky.
With the save, but as the great Bob Cole used to say, it seems like everything's happening.
Oh, Gagne, that would have been sick. Florida's being hemmed, though. And Desharnais can't hold the line. Oh my gosh, Day, I'm a big fan of Desharnais, but dude, you need to hold that puck in. I love you as a person. Thank you for signing my shit. But Towels was great, yeah. And that's icing against the Oilers.
Connor McDavid with another great spin move, and that's the second time. As you mentioned, Singer Stenlin on the bench really shaking off what happened to him behind the net. There's the spin of McDavid. You press him too aggressively. He just kind of throws one there. 1, 2, couple good swings on that loose puck in the blue paint right there. Somehow it's Barkov that pushes this under his goaltender and out battles Hyman. And then here's the fall by Stenlin as he connects with Derek Ryan, who's had a tough second period here. They both stayed down for a while.
Yeah, the Dallas Stars definitely just, they raped. Sorry, wrong word. They raked that year. R-A-K-E. Raked. Picard needed that save. Switch lines.
Yeah, those are the worst collisions when they happen that fast. Stenlin's going to stay on the bench. He looks like he's okay. 6'5". So
I know. But I just like him for what he can do. I like him for what he can do in the playoffs. Like, I think that's why the Oilers are trying to get his mistakes out now. So come playoffs, there's no mistakes or less mistakes. You need a big physical defenseman in playoffs. Unless you can trade for one. Peaky comes to mind. Or Peak, however you say his name.
Good read by him though, right? For
For sure.
Again, we've talked about that stealth mode of the defenseman getting up on the play.
I mean,
Sam Bennett, he's in, taking a look.
I'm old, you're ancient.
Couldn't connect, but Verhage eventually got to it. Matthew Tkachuk now takes a look. Tkachuk.
We're both older than dirt, my friend.
Up now, it's Montour. Back to Matthew Tkachuk. He's all the way up top. Tkachuk. It's off the stick behind the net. Picked up Montour. Getting it all the way out from the other side is Mikkola. Knocked down by
Now Florida's hemming in the Oilers.
Pickard got just enough.
5:37 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Florida. Shots are 23-25 for the Oilers. Man, that 2017 team was not good at all. Holy smokes. And Brossoit was our backup that year. It was Brossoit Talbot for 2017. No. I'm not saying move Desharnais for Peak. I'm saying move Broberg to get Peak, and then you've got two really big defensemen back there for playoffs when you have to switch out Kulak or CC for not being physical enough. That Eberle trade was the worst trade imaginable as far as the Hall-Eberle. The Hall trade, it had to be done. It was the best move at the time, and it helped us get into the playoffs. Regardless of how you feel about Taylor Hall personally or as an Oiler, that trade helped the Oilers a lot more than it helped out Jersey. Although it gave Jersey the first overall pick, so I guess it did help Jersey out in the long run. I mean, sure. Alex. Touche.
Over, and it's that spinorama move that he's so good at, the best in the league, in my opinion. He's so explosive from stop. He just waits for you to commit a little bit too much. He gets around fours in the first time, fends off the stick. Hyman right there almost has a chance. Montour puts it away, and then he gets big Mikkola to commit a little bit too much, and this one bounced around a bit in the blue paint. Great defensive play by Barkov. The big center back in there just outstrengths Hyman behind Bobrovsky's goaltender with the net wide open. But yeah, too aggressive on McDavid, and he will spin away that quickly and make something out of nothing.
22 points in 12 games played.
3-1 still. Oilers need to pull their collective heads out of their asses.
Up to 23 now. And this line has just been dominant. All of the stats are in their favor, this trio, McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman.
Especially in zone. Just a terrific cycle line. When they get wheeling around, Nugent-Hopkins can make those plays. Obviously, McDavid with his skating ability, the way he can turn, change angles, and just find open ice.
Face off in the Oilers zone.
Walls, wins puck battles, and always seems to find himself in front of the net at the end of it. Very good.
Top line out there for the Panthers now with just over.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying we're gonna bring him in. He's gonna be a top 4 guy. No. I'm happy with the top 4. I like CC Nurse. I like Bouchard Ekholm. We just need a solidified bottom pair or a depth guy. Gleason maybe. I thought Gleason might be able to get.
Tried to enter the zone, and we've got a player hurt here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was a hand up or not. It was in a battle, I believe, with Yanmark.
His own player stick caught him in the face. His own player stick caught him in the face.
Yeah,
he's bleeding, but it's from his own player. Friendly fire.
Here. Obviously, they did see what happened. Was
friendly fire.
Not Yanmark. And it's definitely a stick up underneath the visor, and he was.
If you guys give a penalty to that,
like that, you know that it wasn't good. Now Kulak's trying to save the bench, and he had to spin and kind of a stick lost control of it.
But so Pesce,
and he's being pulled by Barkov, and then his stick comes up and just.
That's holding by Barkov.
He's coming back.
If anything, give Barkov the 2 for holding.
Catching him right under the nose, it looked like. in Kulak's defense, he was kind of spun and pulled.
You know what I always tell people? I leveled up.
At the same time, you do
There's
have to have
multiple
control of
penalties
your
on the
stick.
play. We have a double minor for high sticking to Edmonton and a hold to the Florida player. It will be reviewed, and I'll announce it when I come back with the call.
Why would you give him a double minor for him being held? You're a terrible fucking ref. Yeah, give Florida the double power play. Why not, eh?
To Brett Kulak, and here's the thing: you do have to have control of your stick. There's no question he was held. He was twisted by Barkov, a pretty strong guy, and in that motion, his stick just got lost from him and smacked Rodriguez in the face. And here it is again. Barkov reaches in with the left hand,
If he
holds
like,
the left shoulder.
what is Kulak supposed to do?
Kulak, and unfortunately, his stick hits Rodriguez right in the face. I mean, he was in some distress, obviously, going
After
down with the
review,
call here.
The penalties on the play. Edmonton, number 27, has a double minor. 4 minutes for high sticking. Florida, number 16, has a 2-minute minor for holding.
Yeah, so there it is
play
there.
4-on-4.
So eventually, after some 4-on-4, we'll see what happens, obviously, but there's still some more discussion going on here after the penalties have been announced.
What a joke.
Kulak waiting at the penalty box.
These
as well
refs
as
are
Paul Maurice now
atrocious.
is getting an explanation, and the officials at the Oilers bench as well.
Hey, SNC, how are you doing? Why are you laughing, you dumb idiot? Your player held him. Should have been the only penalty on the play.
And tough one for Brett Kulak, too. I mean, he's up on the play. He's being aggressive on the wall. Barkov's just challenging him, but as he spun him, his stick just got away from him. And even more unfortunate for Rodriguez, he's the one that was flying by at the time that stick came up and caught him. And they hit him with a thud. I mean, that was a spin. So the momentum of the stick, number one, but also he skated pretty hard back to get back into the play.
That's right.
The combination.
2-minute
of
penalty.
speeds.
2-minute power play for Florida.
No question.
Let's just
And
put the
here it is
game
again.
away here,
You can
boys.
see Barkov with that twist and then boom, right up.
Barkov should have been the only idiot getting the penalty.
Immediately he knew.
And it could be any number of things here in terms of getting him right kind of at the midway point of his base there. And we'll keep an eye on that for you, but as you mentioned, Derek Ryan back for the Oilers.
Yeah, so it will be a 5-on-4.
Yeah, I agree. It's just I hate how the reffing is in this league. It's predictably bad. Night to night, you can
Evander Kane will serve the
tell what stuff is happening.
Kulak in the box.
That's right. There's so a power play for Florida. As Verhage has the puck.
4:49 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Florida on their second power play.
Middle pass down low. Kachuk tried to force it home. Pickard to save. And it was Ceci knocking down Kachuk after that. Reinhardt. As Pickard was able to hang on.
Let's go, Oilers. Let's come back and win this game. Let's not go on the streak of losing.
With the goal by Zach Hyman, this
Love the Grinch behind the penalty box, though.
to get their top players on the ice and work it around, and again, just
No, it's somebody that's on the ice. One of the players on the ice has to serve the penalty.
Takes this puck, tries to elevate it in tight, rolls off the end of his blade.
It's usually your fastest skater coming off the penalty box, so in case there's a break.
Season long thus far.
And obviously, it's not one of your penalty killers.
Sends it all the way down the ice.
I think that's why Paul Maurice isn't too worried about Kachuk. He knows he eventually is going to go on one of those heaters that he's had throughout his career. As long as he's playing the right way and creating chances, the goals will come.
Reinhardt had entered the zone, but puck sent right back all the way down the ice.
4:10 left to... Oh, the guy that just took a stick to the face. No blood. So the Florida broadcast, yes, I'm listening to Florida broadcast.
Racing in, and what a beautiful goal from Sam Bennett, restoring.
So I'm listening to Florida broadcast right now. He's back on the bench, not cut, no blood. So why wasn't it 4 minutes? Because a little baby laid on the ice? There was no blood. There was no cut. There was no need for a 4 minute. The Florida player is on the bench, no blood. Fuck the refs. This is ridiculous reffing. You got what you wanted, Florida.
Just a real nice move by Sam Bennett. Power move.
3-4-1 Florida. Congratulations. Seems like every Florida team gets benefit of the bad reffing situation when they come to Canada. Let's get out of Edmonton and get on a road trip. I don't even care who we play on a road trip. That just upsets me to hear that he's back on the bench. No cut. No visible cut, no bleeding. But you got a 4-minute major?
A good point by you, Singer, too, is Bennett missed the first 12 games of this season, so still trying to find his game as well, and that also...
3:38 left to go in the second period. 4-1 Florida.
Chemistry online with Verhaeghe and really starting to feel it now. In this game, they're responsible for 2 of the goals in the first period. A power play goal. The power play hasn't been that great for the Florida Panthers. So it's not your typical kind of power play goal, but they don't ask you how. Put it in the net and get things rolling and extend the lead again once for the Panthers to 3.
The one thing the Oilers couldn't afford was go down 3 goals into the third period. Evan Rodriguez back on the ice. Not a damn thing wrong with that motherfucker.
Just 3 minutes remain here in the second break.
Good job, Rodriguez, you bum. Must be stuck in your Florida day, your Vegas days.
Shots in this period are 12.
2.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Scores too many to not enough for Florida. Bobrovsky with 2 amazing saves yet again.
Hopkins on that rush. As this puck escapes and is over the glass for yet another souvenir.
Yeah, good shot by Bouchard first, an aggressive save by Bobrovsky, and then he has to explode from left to right to make the second one unfold. Well, here's great defense though by...
Holding the stick. Can't call that, right, ref? Holding the stick. Holding the stick. How many sticks are you allowed to have your hands on? Fuck me, you guys are terrible. A minor league fucking mite ref could call that penalty.
Off the drop. The puck comes over to Evan Rodriguez. He rifles it in. That's his stick on that puck, and now it's Sam Reinhart taking a look, delivering to Barkov. Barkov, the office. Back up top.
2 minutes left to go in the second period.
Everyone just wide, and the puck was high in the air, and thus a whistle.
It's a joke what they don't call in this fucking league.
Sam Bennett has really settled the Panthers back into the game. They were feeling a little bit of the pressure. The Oilers starting to take over some of the momentum and get their feet moving. Bobrovsky with a couple.
Pay me $750,000 a year. Yes, that's what the NHL reffing salary is. Minimum base.
Bobrovsky made the first save, but he kind of hung in there.
Pay me that kind of money to ref the NHL. And I guarantee you I get more calls right than I'll get wrong.
Offensive zone face-off here for Florida. To the left of Pickard. The Oilers win the draw. Here now is Desharnais sliding that puck ahead. McLeod was there, but the Panthers gain possession again, and it's lifted in by Lombard.
Icing against Florida.
The linesman blowing the whistle. With 1:45 left on the clock here in the second.
It was really close. Lombard didn't like that icing. I thought he was pretty close to the red line too, but he flipped it up.
Fucking cares how close he was to the red line. He was still on the other side of it. How many times have you seen that go the other way? You don't say shit about it, Louis.
On that forecheck when it's just put right into the wall.
No.
Straighter line for the defenseman to go back when it's flipped up.
I think it's pathetic the way NHL refs are. They're probably the worst ref league as far as hockey goes. You'd be better off having 4 junior refs out here reffing these games. At least they call what they see. Oh, we don't want to see 7 power plays a game. Well, call what you call.
Again, just kind of chipping through, and Gets a pretty good shot away here quickly through a screen.
Call what you call. Call penalties. It's a rule book. It's not a, maybe this is it, maybe that's a penalty. No, there's a fucking rule book. Call it. Don't be wishy-washy on the rule book. It's a rule book. How many sticks are you allowed to hold?
Really irregular last season with the Panthers. Plays above his size, just listed at 5'9" and 184 pounds. But he's
I wasn't surprised Picard got the start today, like I said. This is his thank you for your services game.
On the ice as well. But he's in every shift.
There's McDavid and Draisaitl out there together.
Penalty ref? No.
At the moment for Chris Noble.
Guy's allowed to take his hand off his stick and punch someone in the mouth. That's perfectly within the rules.
Into the Panther zone here is Draisaitl accepting the pass and he dumps it in.
They're going to come in the third period, and I'm just going to not say anything because
Scott Oak and Louis DeBrusque on After Hours, a conclusion of tonight's game. Looking forward to that. Final 60 seconds here of the second period.
icing. We got 56 seconds in the second period. Not like it matters. This game's over. This team doesn't have it right now. Whatever they had in that winning streak, they fucking lost when they played Tampa. Tampa just stole their lunch money and beat them up.
And now Evander Kane's getting a look here with Draisaitl and McDavid. So down by 3 goals. Chris bit apart. Really established that consistency through the lineup. Loads it up, and he's done this before. You go back to the Winnipeg game in Winnipeg. They were down 1-0 into the third period. Same thing. Loaded up the line, allowed them to go out there and start to try and chip away. They brought it to within 2, but that power play goal by Bennett extends to 3 again in this second period.
Kane setting that puck up, but Draisaitl unable to make contact with the pass. Knobloch saying earlier today when talking to the media that he's liked the Oilers' consistency, playing well in all areas, and everyone chipping in defensively, but has changed a little bit here tonight as we heard the panel talk about some of the Oilers' defensive miscues in the first period and the first intermission.
Kind of trickle in Thursday night too, to be honest with you, sir, against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just turnovers in the zone, the pressure kind of paid off.
13 seconds left to go in the period. Well done, Oilers. What team are you? Are you the team that just went on an 8-game win streak? Or are you a team that lost 7 of its first 10 games? Make up your fucking mind. What team are you?
Well, that's going to do it here for...
I'm curious, what team is this? Is this a team that went on the 8-game win streak, or is it the team that lost every fucking game ever imaginable to begin the year? I don't have the answers, guys. Trade's not going to help. Sending people down didn't help. Firing a coach didn't help. Maybe that's what this team needs, is one of their buddies in the locker room you traded forever to be gonzos. One of their buddies. Maybe that's what McDavid and Draisaitl need right now, is one of their friends to be not on the roster, not sent down to the AHL with the hopes of coming back, but being traded. I don't know what this team is, but this ain't it. I feel bad for Picard, because it's not his fault. Well, kind of. Got to make the saves. Don't blame Jack Campbell for signing the contract. It was the GM that signed him to him. It's more than just Jack Campbell with that huge contract. McLeod signing the contract that he did. Bouchard signing the contract that he did. It's not just one player. It's a lot of players taking more money than they're worth and showing us nothing for it. But I'll be back. You guys enjoy the second intermission. Will the real Edmonton Oilers please stand up? Please stand up. You can't run Campbell to Christmas. You have to call Campbell up. That I know it sucks for people, and you don't know if Campbell's going to be good when you call him up, but you have to call Campbell up. You're paying him too much money not to be up. It's the option that we have. Like, we can't just close our eyes, pray to God, and hope something works out, throw some spaghetti on the wall and see if it sticks. Viable options are Campbell comes up and we make a trade with Campbell, involving Campbell for a goalie and a player to solidify our situation. Or we hoped and pray to the Lord Almighty that Skinner can go on an amazing sophomore run and get this team in the playoffs all by his onesies. Either way, Skinner's going to have to play the majority of the games. No, Condors didn't show up. They were just, this is another game on a Saturday night for us. And that's what worries me, is it's now become an AHL, NHL thing where these teams show up when they want to show up, but aren't visible when they want to be. You can't go with Rodrigue, Renegade. And this is why I say you can't go with Rodrigue. Sorry, I know you guys can't see me. I'm kind of munching out on some chips over here. Just a second. Yes, I do love me chips. Some Ruffles sour cream and onions. If you're not from Canada, you don't know how good Ruffles are. Alright. The reason why I say you can't bring up Rodrigue is you have to take the Stuart Skinner approach with him. Let him have the AHL time and win games in the AHL and play well in the AHL. And then next year or year after, then you call him up. You do with him what you did with Stuart Skinner. Yeah, Skinner was fine. He could have came up a year sooner. But why rush? He's a goalie. Let him marinate. Let Rodrigue marinate in the AHL, get some good games in, get some good rep time in, some ice time, and then call him up in a year or two. That's why I said we need just a goalie for a stopgap. We need a goalie that can just solidify our team now, so Rodrigue can come in next year and be the 1-2 punch with Skinner, and maybe we could be the dynasty like we were with the old Oilers goalies when Fuhr and Moog and Fuhr and Ranford. It's just, that's my thoughts. I think Rodrigue would be best to be in the AHL this year. Good question, though. Like, it's not a bad option. But for me, I'd like to see more ice time with him in the AHL. And if he's up here in the NHL, he's only going to play once every 3 to 4 weeks. Not good for a young, developing goalie. If he gets shelled and loses all his confidence for the year, who's Skinner or Campbell? If Skinner plays and loses, that's his confidence. But he's a very confident young man. Dare I say, Stuart Skinny is a cocky motherfucker. Yeah, Stewart's got a little bit of cockiness to him, but hey, there's nothing wrong with a pro athlete being cocky. There's nothing wrong with anybody being cocky. If you're cocky and you can back it up, yeah, Campbell's another thing. If Campbell does not do well, I honestly think Campbell would go to the Oilers and say, "Yeah, I'm not here mentally. Put me on the mental what Robin Leonard went on when he had his mental break. Mental sabbatical, leave of absence, medical leave of absence. The words come, they're just all here behind a lot of mumble jumble. A medical leave of absence. Put him on LTIR, medical leave of absence. If Campbell is that bad mentally and that fragile mentally, you might have no choice but to do that. Oh, hell yeah, it's going to be fine, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely he did. And we are underway in the third period. Great for us.
50-50 tonight is to the benefit of Kids Cottage, a crisis prevention center for children. Kids Cottage provides safety for infants and kids when they're in danger.
I love Kids Cottage, guys.
$2.5 million, and you can get tickets if you're in Alberta at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Turn around.
Guys, we're talking about Sam
I
Bennett.
mean,
It's his 13th three.
worked against Toronto.
Career here from the Oilers. As Ryan Nugent-Hopkins over to McDavid. Shot on net. Left arm stop from
Can't make a
Bobrovsky.
5-foot pass.
Quickly back.
And
the
here
other
comes
way
Florida
for
3-on-1.
Stops in his track, shoots, and scores.
Yep.
To 1 for the Panthers.
Just like that.
Good goal, Picard. Good goal, good goal, good goal.
Zach Hyman down on his knee. As he falls down, he still deflects this on the backhand side. Right to Nugent-Hopkins, looking for McDavid, driving.
Although that's a hook by number 9.
And that goes through another
But
transitional play back the other way. The patience and poise of Verhaeghe just stops up. It's like Top Gun right there. Slam on the brakes, let him go right by you, and picks the near corner.
nope, this is Picard. This is your game. This is your game, Picard. Figure it out. Stewart's not coming in to save you.
What a shot.
5-1 Florida. 30 seconds into the third period, we have a goal.
Last season where he had 73 points in 81
Good job, Edmonton.
Here the Panthers net as the Oilers
Let's get on the fucking road.
to do here. But a period to go. Edmonton with 2 comeback victories in third periods this season. Mikkola over to Montour.
30 shots,
As he
5
delivers
goals.
down low, it comes back to the near side. Barkov. Shoots ahead, it's Evan Rodriguez. He's handled by Ceci. Still got the puck over to Reinhart. Mikkola riding the blue line. It's poked out of the zone by Fogle, who took some...
Fogle takes a punch to the mouth. No call. Holy fuck, refs, man. You guys clearly just want this game to be over. I get it. Let's just have run time. We don't call the rule book. Why do we have a rule book in the NHL? It's not like we call it.
And once again, the Panthers get that puck and they gobble it up and skate out with it.
Good board work again. The Panthers in the first period just dominated the wall, and here a good play by Mahern to pinch it off into the puck side of the zone.
Kane's shot was blocked. Kane gets it right back.
Guy's not even looking at Kane's shot. He's like, oh, I blocked it. Didn't feel it.
Didn't miss by much as Stenlin's pass is too far for Lusterinen, and that's going to be icing against the Panthers.
Well, here's that quick goal again by Carter Verhaeghe. his second of the game, and just right out of the gates of this third period, you're going to see Sam Bennett drive through to the middle here.
That Tampa loss might have taken the wind out of this team, but it's up to this team to figure it out.
I mean, this is
It is up to this Oilers team to figure out the fucking life.
He takes that shot, no chance. It's on its way. He actually shot it as he was in Pickett's eyes. Just a heads-up play to wait and be patient. To take that
No, this is his last game, BW. I know you don't want to hear it, but Picard's going to be on a one-way ticket back to Bakersfield after this game.
Been that line doing damage all night. Verhaeghe started it off early in the first period. Verhaeghe, Bennett, they've been all over the score sheet. Bobrovsky playing the
Just
puck to the wall
sucks.
himself.
We go on an 8-game winning streak. Now we're
Now Hyman's centering pass ends up
17
on the
minutes
stick of
away
Sam
from
Bennett.
2 in a row. Let's go back on this streak, though. Get the fucking 3 wins in the New York area.
Here's a chance for Zach
And
Hyman.
then get 3 more in California.
Now McDavid
6 games to end the year. 6 wins to end the year for the Edmonton Oilers. Going to the January calendar. Feeling good.
targeted there by Forsling.
1 on 5.
Bouchard takes it from the blue line. Evan Bouchard now moving up. Bouchard puts on the brakes. Waiting now patiently is Bouchard. Right on target. And the rebound is a big one. It's James Hamblin looking for it. But it's stolen by Verhaeghe. He forces it out of the zone. Bouchard controlling. He finds Janmark. CC back to Janmark. Unable to get it into the Panthers zone, and now the Oilers looking to get something going here.
Well, he kind of is. Like,
4 goals
I'm not
considered.
sugarcoating it. He hasn't played well.
Almost lost it, and now he did as Lomberg was unable to control. Stepping up is Lawrence, and that shot is way wide. Mahura keeps the play alive for Florida. Fourth line getting some time here.
Oilers are still 27 points, 3 points back. The Oilers are still 4 points back of the standings. Like, that's the scary part, and we've got 3 games in hand. Like, guys, like, I can be upset about this all I want and all I need to be, but the Oilers still have 3 games in hand on St. Louis, 4 games in hand on Nashville.
Hit by CC.
We've got games in hand, and we're only trailing 4 points.
That pocket. It's a breakaway.
Come on, Gagne.
He's in. Backhand.
Yeah, that's a penalty shot.
The referee's hand is up.
What a joke.
All the way over to Desharnais. He waits. Beats the point, and now Reinhart touched the puck for the whistle shot. And this is going to be a penalty.
That's a penalty shot all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
And I kind of had the feeling it could have been just the way that Gagne was in alone here. Beautiful pass.
He's
out
gone.
to Janmark, but it's this slash by Montour right here that grinds up into the hands of Gagne, takes away an opportunity. So it will be a penalty shot for Sam Gagne here as he gets his feet moving, can't complete the chance.
And the on-time Oilers second stint with the team. 4 goals, 3 assists on this
Come on,
season.
Gagne, score on this, please. Make it
Third
5-2.
career penalty shot for Sam Gagne. As he gets set here to try to get the Oilers.
15:39 left to go in the game. 5-1 Florida. Shots are 32-29. Sam Gagne gets a penalty shot.
Sam Gagne now with some of the Oilers faithful on their feet here at Rogers Place. Bobrovsky in a discussion with the official.
Oilers will be fine with Skinner in net. Like, Oilers do need a backup goalie, and maybe Campbell will figure it out when he comes up here. We can't say that more enough. I can't say that enough. Here comes Gagne.
The ice makes a move. And
Saved by Bobrovsky.
rejects.
Old teammates in Columbus too, and Bobrovsky stares him down a little bit. They have a little exchange as Gagne goes
all
in
good.
to try and fake.
It is what it is. It's 5-1 Florida. Congratulations to them.
So relatively
Brutal.
easy to say. Gagne comes
Hey,
in really
when you get these games, you get these games. It's really just one of them tings. One of them tings, by one of them tings.
One little fake, and then the step afterwards.
You can't win them all, and you can't lose them all.
And there was also a bench minor, Louis, abuse of officials, and so they
Oh, you called a bench monitor for the first time in your fucking life?
well here.
Abusive official. Why do we not hear more of that?
And it's Nick Cousins who's in the box to serve that one.
Nick Cousins didn't like that being a penalty shot. Maybe you shouldn't tell your idiot player to slash people.
So the Oilers with the man advantage here in the third period, but it's Lusterinen who comes up with the puck.
Lose the face-off.
It all the way down back into the Oilers territory.
And it's all the way down in the Oilers zone.
Leon Draisaitl now. Stopping at the red line. Lusterinen all over him. McDavid takes it. Delivers to Nugent Hopkins.
Hopkins to Kane to Draisaitl.
Takes it from there. Reverses. Bouchard kept it alive momentarily and
Just not there.
Work together to get the puck out of the zone. Evan Bouchard takes a look, sliding it up ahead to McDavid. He enters the zone. Backhand feed. Now Bouchard took it. Head up to Nugent Hopkins.
Hopkins moves it down to Hyman. Hyman back to Hopkins. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard shot saved by Bobrovsky. Not going to get that through a good goalie like this.
It was a 92-mile-an-hour slapper.
Yeah, swallowed it up. Great positioning again. He's really been dialed in as far as his line. And being in the right position. Again, Bouchard walks in, has the lane to the net. You can see how square Bobrovsky was, and nobody in front of him. So he's allowed to step out, handle that one with ease.
Off the face-off, McDavid gets the puck. A one-timer from Bouchard that was blocked before it got anywhere near the net. Now a chance for Nugent Hopkins as he falls to the ice, and the puck comes out over the glass.
It was actually a hand pass, but...
For 42 years, Esso has supported minor hockey players through the Esso Medals program. Learn more at essomedals.com.
Sam Gagne's last penalty shot, Louis.
You'll see Madrock. You'll see he'll be an Oiler next week. And everybody's gonna cry about it and complain about it. But what other choice do we have?
I might have to buy a lottery ticket tonight, Louis. Here's McDavid sliding the puck back to the point. Bouchard back to McDavid. They exchange passes. Nugent Hopkins has it. Now Bouchard. Wrister tipped wide by Draisaitl. The Oilers still controlling. Kulikov trying to knock McDavid off the puck, and Draisaitl gets it. McDavid now takes a look, feeds Draisaitl, winds up, passes. McDavid's pass blocked by Kulikov.
So fucking passy.
Look good here for the Panthers tonight.
He has.
Blocking shots, making hits, making plays.
Yep.
So freaking passy.
He was briefly here in Edmonton for a short period of time, but back with the team that he started his career with the Florida Panthers and having a real solid game tonight.
Drafted by Florida 2009. The Oilers with this one shot.
Power play over.
Good penalty.
0 for 2 are the Oilers on the power play. 5-1 Florida. 13:30 left to go in the third. We got ourselves a barn burner. The Florida Wildcats lead a thump-a-thumping.
The defense of Florida done a real nice job of just taking away opportunities around the net.
There's navigating through, bouncing puck, Bobrovsky is just all over it.
Of course, the guy hits Nurse and no call anywhere. Must be nice to have a team that has not to pay any salary tax whatso fucking ever.
As Kane and Kachuk have a few words.
No.
An old foe, a familiar foe.
Nah, this game isn't worth me opening up the vodka. No offense to the Oilers, but this game isn't worth me opening up the vodka.
Tangled up with Albrecht and Larson.
I don't get it. Like, I hate the salary cap era. I hate the fact that teams have the advantage because they have no taxes. And I hate that if you're a Canadian team, you got to pay the 10% tax. You have to pay that extra 10% to have a player play with you because you live so far north of where it is acceptable to be cold. I don't get it. You can try and lie to yourself and say that the Southern teams don't have the advantage when it comes to salaries. But they do. Thanks, Gary Bettman, you piece of shit. But I get it. Like, I understand it. I get it. You deal with the cards you're dealt with. It's not like they knew that going to those cities and towns there'd be no tax. Players know about it. Players know there's no taxes in Florida. Why do you think in the NFL, and this is a big example, Malik Hill, why do you think he went from Kansas City to Miami? Instead of Kansas City to Green Bay, Kansas City to Chicago, Kansas City to New York. Taxes, baby! I don't pay a damn thing in taxes. So my salary is my salary. I'm making $7 million. No tax? I'm going to take that all day, every day. No, I agree, Ranking Rangers. I totally agree it's fucked. And I don't like it. I don't like that the advantage goes to the American teams. Canadian teams are at the disadvantage right from puck drop. And people that try and sugarcoat it and tell you that that's not the way it is, ask Stamkos how much he asked Toronto to pay him.
The Florida Panthers allowed them to score that power play goal by Sam.
And why he stayed in Tampa instead of going to Toronto.
They haven't looked back.
Here's Desharnais. Bouncing puck. Connor Brown.
Ask Tavares how many more millions he got paid to go to Toronto over staying on Long Island.
Leaves it there from Desharnais. The shot misses the mark. And Cousins.
It doesn't matter, BW. All the Canadian, like, I don't understand how much more I can tell you this and preface this. It doesn't give a fuck where you're from. They want to get paid. These players don't have loyalty to their country. It's loyalty to my bank account. How much millions can I put into development? Connor McDavid owns 7 houses. All of them are in California. Or, sorry, not California. All of them are in Florida, Texas, and no tax states. Why? Why does he own 7 properties that are all in no tax states? Because he makes more money. Players don't give a shit about playing in Canada anymore. And I don't blame them. No, I know. I just... It sucks that all players are Canadian, but none of them want to play in Canada.
Success here in Edmonton.
And if they do want to play in Canada, they want a 10% increase.
Normally just twice a season, so can go a long stretch.
11:31 left to go in the third period. 5-1 Florida.
Won against Florida in Edmonton was back in 2013.
What happened tonight was one team showed up, the other team didn't. One goalie was named Bobrovsky, the other goalie's named Picard. That's legitimately what it is. The Oilers have not showed up these last 2 games. Welcome, Chemo.
Get exceptional range with Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE. Jeep plug-in hybrid electric SUVs. Making freedom electric.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Edmonton is going to get set to head out onto the road here after this one. After an extended homestand here.
That is the problem. Their wives don't want to be here.
Forsling protecting his territory, preventing the others from getting in.
Absolutely. Hockey players are the underpaid athlete in the world. So you have to take the money when it's presented to you. That's why I don't understand why people are mad at high contracts the Oilers pay. We're dumb enough to pay them. Hyman shot saved by Bobrovsky.
Walker's that one away.
So you made that save look easy too, didn't he? In position, just kind of flares out the blocker, and the goaltender's dialed in like that, like Bobrovsky is tonight.
Sucks for us.
Get your skates sharpened and gather your giggles. DJ Demers stars in One More Time, new comedy series, January 9th on CBC Gem. Talking about Sergei Bobrovsky, led all goaltenders with 8 victories in the month of November. And whenever the Oilers have had their chances, Bobrovsky has stood in their way. And that's a bit of a trend here, too, as it was Andrei Vasilevsky, another goaltender from the state of Florida, who was just incredible on Thursday night against the Oilers here in Edmonton. The Oilers with 57 shots on net on Thursday night. They pelted him.
Well, he was amazing in that game. Still got 4 by him, but just an incredible effort by him. And you look at this game, Singer, you know, when that penalty shot for Sam Gagner was taken, the penalty for misconduct against, or unsportsmanlike for the bench for abusive official, he scores on that penalty shot, they score on the power play. It's a 2-goal game right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how quickly it could have changed, but the Panthers were able to weather that. Bobrovsky with the big save on Gagner in the penalty shot. And then the power play is killed off by the Panthers. They've been excellent on the penalty kill.
9:53 left to go in the third period. 5-1 Florida.
The team have completely changed since going to that.
No, I don't blame any professional athletes for taking money at all.
I think it hard to do the team too. I really do. Got some guys obviously that have struggled offensively a little bit this year, but
Brown just holds on to the puck. Like, what are you doing? Get the puck out. Like, you need to move the puck quick and fast. Our next home game is January 2nd against Philadelphia. Brown comes in like a wrecking ball.
They brought in some different defensemen as well, with Kulikov, Hector Morrison, and Nikola.
9 minutes left to go in the game. 5-1 Florida. Sucks the Oilers couldn't just snap out of that Tampa rut, but lose 2 against Florida, just like we lost 2 in Florida. At least we're done playing Florida teams this year. It's stupid because Picard played both Florida games. Let that sink in. Picard played both Florida games. Both games against the Florida Panthers, Picard was in net for. Florida beat Edmonton 5-1 on November 20th with Picard in net. 2 games against the Panthers, he's let in 10 goals on 2 games. I'm not trying to pile on or kick a dead horse when he's down, but those aren't good numbers. Those are not good numbers. The numbers are not good. Ugh.
And one present, Evan Bouchard stings the puck as much from the blue line as any other defenseman. That's where most of his points in this 13-game streak come from. Streak's in danger of ending tonight. It's the second longest ever by an Oiler defenseman, second to assistant coach Paul Coffey, who once racked up 28 straight games with a point, which is the NHL record for points by a defenseman. By the way, pretty sure it was Harner Ryan who coined the phrase Booch Bomb, which is now up there with Bonino, Harner Ryan.
It's the same pool you've had.
Evan Bouchard, third amongst NHL defensemen in points this season.
You gotta give Jack the reins now. Held in. McLeod does a little dipsy doodle, gives it to Kane. Kane loses the puck. Boy.
Picked it up offensively.
What some confidence wouldn't do for this kid.
Also showing that great defensive play by Bouchard on that 2-on-1.
A big breasted girl wouldn't do us any harm. A big breasted girl wouldn't do us any harm.
Comes out in front and it's moved aside by Pickard. The Florida Panthers are still on it. On to it.
8:16 left to go in the third period. 5-1 Florida.
Nick Cousins. good along the wall tonight, as you mentioned, Louis, a number of times tonight. That's where Florida has been.
Yeah, you can't run Skinner to Christmas. You can't have him play all 3 games. And you're not playing Picard right now. You're not playing Picard after today's game. So it's either you're going to have Skinner play all 3 in New York, and he's going to be dead dog tired, or you're going to have to call Skinner.
And recovered by Sergei Bobrovsky.
Took a funny hop, too. Ekholm was right up on the play. Hamlin was right in there in the mix as well.
Have a good one, BW. Hopefully everything figures out in your personal life.
By Bobrovsky, a deflection, a rebound, something. This goes off the skate.
The negativity, well,
he's like, where is it? But he is able to cover it up.
You're an Oiler fan.
More, and it kind of catches him in the arm and falls in between the pads.
When they're bad, they're bad.
Gets a break there as
and when they're bad, they're super bad. When they're good, they're super good. There is no in-between with this Oiler team. This year's Oiler team, there's no in-between. It's either they're riding high and good, or they're down in the dumps, slumming it bad. Hopefully in the new year they find their medium game.
Protecting, he's surrounded. Bouchard. That pass took a bounce and Ekholm.
Oh, absolutely, they'll bounce back, but it's just 2 games in a row that you can't get nothing going against 2 really good goalies. One goalie that let in 4 goals the other night against Vancouver. Maybe the Vancouver Canucks are better than the Oilers. And we're just sugarcoating ourselves thinking otherwise.
Rodriguez to Forsling, Popper, and it's Pickard who got in the way, but the puck is picked up by Nugent Hopkins. He gets it out, Forsling stops it right at the red line and walks in with it. Just like Forsling. Playing the puck ahead, Rodriguez has it go right by him though. Jay Hernay trying to get the puck out of the Oilers zone, picked in by Mahura.
That was another situation right there. Full possession. Bouchard just tries to pull
icing against the Oilers. 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. And the Florida Panther broadcast just said, no offense to Pickard, but he's a journeyman. This isn't a game for him to be in. He's a journeyman goaltender.
Skinner beside me here getting another rare night off as Calvin Pickard takes the pipes tonight. And Chris Knobloch talked about the stretch of games.
Absolutely. They owe Adam, I saw that sweater. I'm going to put it up on my personal page. Goalie sweaters. That's going to post tonight. It'll make me feel good to post that picture tonight.
Get some rest. Been busy.
Skinner has seen improvement in his numbers this season month by month.
6 minutes left to go in the game. 5-1 Florida. Oilers are just, journeyman goaltender. He's a journeyman goalie. What did I say? Did I say something completely wrong and stupid? I mean,
Stick handling at the blue line. Look at that passing. In fact, the referee's hand is up to Bobrovsky.
power play for Florida, because why not? You don't call anything against them, might as well call it in for them.
Still has the puck on his stick.
You don't call all the holdings of sticks that happen, but hey, we'll call that. Good job, refs. How much do you get paid? McDavid gets slashed like that 5 times a game and there's no call. Ridiculous.
Jackpot City is the home of all things casino. There's just one house rule to create the perfect online casino for you. We built a world-class lineup of classic casino games such as roulette and blackjack, and crafted a virtual range of the best slots, including Atlantean treasures. Everything's online, everything's ready, everything's for you. So whenever you're feeling playful, head to Jackpot City and you'll be endlessly entertained. Jackpot City, casino games perfectly made for you.
Yeah, Melanie, it is hard to be a fan sometimes. But this is why we watch the game. Win or lose. Win or lose, the Oilers are our team. Win or lose, this is who we cheer for. We could cheer for any team in the world we want to. It's not like we were born into this and told it's the only option you have. We cheer for them because we love the Oilers. It's a one-way street, guys. Cheering for a sports team is a one-way street. They don't cheer for us and they don't care for us. We care for them. As much as we want to admit to ourselves that the players care about us and the organization cares for our well-being, it's just not the case, guys. They're paid hockey players. We choose to cheer for them.
Top Performer is brought to you by the GMC.
Games like this make it hard to be a fan, but
Carter Verhaeghe has faced the Florida attack tonight with 2 goals and 1 assist. He opened the scoring, was in on the 2-0 goal in 21 seconds into the third period. Beats Calvin Pickard to make it 5-1 Florida. Verhaeghe, Sam Bennett have been the keys to an offensive explosion by the Panthers. Certainly an explosion weight against their last 2 games in which they were shut out, Arner Wright.
Yes, and they really haven't looked back after that.
Oilers have to go 3-0 in their next games. They have to. They can't lose.
Power play here with Sam Gagne in the box in front of Ekman Larson.
Sorry, Renegade. I am not a bandwagoner. I'm a Rough Rider fan through and through till I die.
Puck escapes the zone.
Born and bred green and white.
All the way back into the Panthers' territory as we welcome
Green is the color. Football is the game.
against the Calgary Flames, and the Flames victorious in that one. There's a pass in front if you've just joined us.
Sorry, I won't serenade you with the Rough Rider song.
This game,
Or should I? Because that's how mundane this is.
Carter Verhaeghe, his pass, and gets the puck right back, feeding the point. Montour was
Held
waiting for
in
it.
by Florida.
Moving to the middle.
Oh, that's a trip and a hook all at the same time.
Now Ekman Larson keeping that puck alive at the blue line. Darnell Nurse moves the puck up.
That's why I don't give a shit about social media negativity. It doesn't affect my life. If people are negative on social media, that's their blindsided stupidity. Let them be negative. You be that positive light in the negative world.
Your traditional power play with 2 defensemen on the back end, Ekman Larson and Montour on that sequence. The second unit starting there. Or addition actually the unit anyway.
That's right, and Ekman Larson was up to 7 goals this season. Had a chance to talk to him and really enjoying it here.
Yeah, I'm more of a CFL guy than an NFL guy.
And he's getting opportunities as well. Cousins playing that puck, and Forsling, who tried to keep the puck in. Kulikov takes it, under 4 to go now in the third period. Kulikov sliding it ahead. Here's Lomberg trying to get that puck on net, unable to do so, and no shot on net here in that power play that is in its dying seconds as McDavid skates in with speed. Bobrovsky plays the puck to the corner. Draisaitl looking for
Bouchard pinching. Wow, that guy really grabbed Brown. Derek Ryan's stick. No call, eh? Heaven forbid.
Lomberg. Echo to McDavid. McDavid's dish. He gets it back from Draisaitl. One-timer. And there's that boosh bomb, Scott.
Maybe it's just time to load up Draisaitl, McDavid, have Hawkins play on the second line. McLeod third line with Brown and Kane.
Dropped down, but no chance of getting to it.
Just something needs to break. Hey, Smokey Dan, how's it going?
To set that up.
Connor McDavid now. Waiting behind his own net. Passing off to Bouchard. Now it's Sam Bennett. Bennett decides to move in on his own.
There's an offside. 2.5 minutes left to go in this wretched game that we call the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers.
Takes it up the blue line.
They're not even skating anymore. Yeah, just throw it up the ice blindly.
Comes up, and he's moving up the ice.
Oh, here comes Kane. Gives it to Hyman when he's stopped. Yeah, that's good.
Blocker stop from Bobrovsky, who was out to challenge.
Shots are 38 apiece. Fortunately, Picard just was not good enough today. Yep, good for the Flames. Let's all have a conversation at Game 82.
Previously in the Vancouver Canucks organization. Kachuk pushed down to the ice by Darnell Nurse. Bobrovsky stops the
That's just it, guys. That's why Wayne Gretzky said, there's such good room guys, leave them in the room. It wasn't because we want them on the team and they're good guys. If they're good guys and they're good room guys, leave them in the room because you can't use them on the ice. They can stay in the locker room. You're a good locker room guy. You're that guy that pumps us up. You're the cheerleader. You're Joey Moss. Yeah, good. Stay in the room. But we need a guy on the ice to help us slog through the wins. We need guys on the ice that are pulling on the same fucking rope, getting W's. I don't care how good of a guy or how good of a freaking human being you are. If you can't play the game and win at a professional level, then stay in the locker room. I'm sorry, but good guys don't finish first. Nice guys finish last, guys. World sucks. World's tough.
Solid save there to swallow.
Professional athletes know it.
Gets the shot away, trying to extend his 13-game point streak. It's a little bit
Who's Joey Moss?
Nice little drop pass by McDavid, little give and go, and then here's.
Please tell me you're joking, Smokey Dan. Please tell me you're joking.
A lot of each other over the course of their careers, obviously.
I'm not going to jump on you, but I know somebody in the chat will. I'm not going to jump all over you. Holloway's not coming back until after Christmas, guys. Holloway may not be back till February. So, but when he does come back, he's going to have to be top 6. We got nobody else. Joey freaking Moss.
Panthers who looking to avoid losing 3 straight this season. That hasn't happened, and 40 seconds away from snapping their 2-game skid. Enter the zone once again.
Well, guys, thank you everybody for being here. My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Smokey Dan, who is Joey Moss? Can somebody put some respect on this guy's name? Joey Moss is one of the most influential people in Edmonton as far as sports is related. Please, go look up Joey Moss. He was the rink attendant for the Edmonton Oilers back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s till his unfortunate passing. He was also the Eskimo attendant for the 80s, 90s, and 2000s until his passing. One of the best guys in the world, one of the greatest human beings to ever walk this earth. Yes, he had his issues. Yes, if you didn't understand him, you'd think he was an angry person. But to the core, he was one of the best. Well, guys, for Oilers After Dark, my name is Matt. Thanks for being here for that shit kicking. Rodrigue, you piece of shit. All because your own player grabbed onto somebody you laid on the ice, thinking you were bleeding and no blood, no cut lip, no broken teeth, nothing. You got a double minor from it. Oh well. Oilers better show up on this road trip or it's going to get ugly quick. Oilers need to go 3-0, beat the Islanders, denounce the Devils, and mollywop the Rangers. Go into the Christmas break on a 3-game winner. Come back from Christmas break in California. Win those 3. Go in the new year on a high. My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. You guys enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday, Monday. I think the Oilers are back on the ice on Tuesday. I don't know what I've been told. Yes, we're back on the ice on Tuesday, 5:30 against the New York Islanders. We got it next game. It's going to have to because I don't think they can afford another 3-game losing streak. Heads will roll, and you can't trade a coach anymore. You guys have a good night. It's been fun.